Hello and welcome. The people of Karnataka have chosen a new government and it's history in the making in Indian politics. The BJP for the first time coming to power virtually on its own in the south, in Karnataka. It's a result which not too many people had expected, but the numbers are there in cold print. Just 3 short of a majority, so for the BJP really, it's not going to be a problem to be able to form a government with Mr. Yediyurappa as Chief Minister. In the course of the next 1 hour, we'll go in depth into these results, look at what were the forces which impelled the BJP to victory, and also try and understand the impact of this result on national politics. We'll have with us a number of key players who will join us from the show, but of course keeping me company through this entire 1 hour is Dorab Supariwala, who's been closely tracking those results, and we'll have many more details of them. Also Kapil Sibal, senior Congress leader, someone who is very closely involved with the Karnataka campaign. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. We're also hoping to be joined by Mr. Yediyurappa, the BJP's Chief Minister in waiting. So he's going to be with us as well as representatives of the Janata Dal, as well as from the BJP too. So let's just set the ball rolling by looking at now the current leads, or I believe most of these are in fact results. So let's have a look at the results as they stand in Karnataka. Earlier it seemed that the BJP would manage to get a simple majority on its own, but this is the final picture within what it's going to look like in the Karnataka Assembly. So the BJP actually just fell short in the final lap. It's now 110, so it's 3 short of a majority. The Congress is at 80, the JDS is at 28, and the others are at 6. And in fact, it's those others who've already become critical for the BJP. We hear that senior BJP leaders, Dorab, had in fact started contacting some of those others to try and form the number.
Don't forget, there's one nominated member that takes the House to 25, right. So that they'll get 1 seat, 1 more through a speaker, and then, as we know, as the election commissioner said this morning, there's so much money power in this election. He said, I've never seen so much money power. So 1 more big bag. I wish I were in their place.
And in fact, of those 6 others, 4 are Congress rebels and 2 are BJP rebels. So it's really not going to be a big problem for the BJP to try and get those numbers together. Well, let's also just move along now and look at some of the other results of this election. If we can look, Dorab, and perhaps you can talk us through this, the vote share that the different parties got in this election.
See, the BJP, the Congress is still doing pretty well in the vote shares, but I don't think all the votes have come in, because there is BJP actually done very well, has picked up about 5.5%, about 35%. Congress is almost neck and neck. The JDS too, it's really the others who have been squeezed out, and that, I think, their vote has transferred predominant to the BJP, and I think that is why the BJP is doing so well. And BJP does well in certain pockets. The Congress spread throughout, and that explains the difference of 30 seats in the Congress.
It's still interesting, the Congress, like 2004, continues to get a higher vote share, even though it still gets lesser seats. It still gets the higher vote share. This is a vote change, Dorab.
Yeah. Look at this. I mean, the Congress is virtually static, so is the JDS. It's the BJP that's picked up from the others. And, when fights are very tight, I mean, a 5% pickup is a phenomenal pickup in vote, and that's what's giving them the number of seats. From 78 odd to 110, 30 more seats.
Okay, well, let's just bring in Kapil Sibal here at this point. Kapil, thanks so much for being here. Interesting that the Congress still continues to have a wider vote share in Karnataka, but those don't get translated into seats. What do you think went wrong?
Well, that happened last time also in 2004.
Yes.
Our percentage was 35%.
It was much higher, in fact, than the BJP.
Yeah, BJP's were 26%, if I remember.
More seats than you did.
They still got more seats. So what does that tell you? The story of this election is how the dice falls. And the dice falls when you divide the secular vote between Bangarappa, which was in 2004 supporting the BJP.
But this time you had Bangarappa with you.
No, but Bangarappa was not with us. You know that.
There was a tacit arrangement.
No, that's only Kwehe's constituency. It was not through throughout. Throughout when he put up candidates and there was a fight. So there was no support. So that secular vote was divided. Then the JDS secular vote was divided. And if you take the 19% and the 35%, BJP is 33.9%. Still, it's 30 seats ahead. So what it tells you is, if you go into an election and you don't make the alliances, which we could not have made in this particular case, the benefit is bound to go to the BJP.
But may I ask you why you say that you couldn't have made those alliances?
Well, how
what was
could we-
keeping you from allying
How
with
could
the
we
Janata
make an
Dal?
alliance with the JDS when it had in fact made an alliance with the BJP and run a government for 2 years?
But they
When
pulled
it
out?
called itself, but pulled out for what reason? As to whether with this portfolio should go to this minister or this portfolio should go to the other
They
minister.
ran a government with you also.
No. But then they pulled out because you know the reasons why. And so we didn't want, ultimately we wanted to give a message to people, and many things we did in this election which were rather principled. We didn't give tickets to sons of politicians and daughters of politicians. We didn't take rebel candidates onto our fold. So we did many very, very principled things. But, the arithmetic of politics is such, you do everything right, you still lose an election.
Okay, whether you did everything right or not is still a point of debate. We'll come back to you in just a second. But let's just go across now to the man of the moment, and that is Mr. Yediyurappa, the man who really has spearheaded this victory for the BJP, a low-key RSS worker who started off in Shimoga district as a local functionary, working his way up to become the BJP's first southern chief minister on his own. Mr. Yediyurappa, thank you so much for joining us. Sir, can I ask you, is this a victory for the BJP or is it a victory for Mr. Yediyurappa?
Victory of BJP and Karnataka people, sir, not Yediyurappa. I am now only a small man.
But sir, many say that the BJP in Karnataka is a regional party and you're more of a regional chieftain. So can any of your national leaders claim credit or is it just all about you?
No, not at all, sir. I congratulate the people of Karnataka and thank them for this historic victory of BJP. First time in southern part of India, we were able to win about 170 seats. The credit should go to all our well-wishers, BJP workers and peace-loving people of Karnataka, sir.
Mr. Yediyurappa, what is the first thing you're going to do once you become chief minister?
Sir, now first we have decided tomorrow, soon after the legislature party meeting, I will be meeting the Honorable Governor and staking the claim to form the government. Then we have already given so many things in our election manifesto, or we are going to implement, sir.
Mr. Yediyurappa, you're from an RSS background. The RSS teaches austerity, it teaches simplicity. But yet many of the candidates who won from the BJP are the very, very rich. You've got mining barons, you've got real estate barons. How do these two things reconcile?
Sir, as you said, I am coming from Parivar. Because of RSS, I am at present I am in this place. And more than two-thirds our SC/ST brothers, they won the election in the present election. Other things I will come back to you in detail afterwards.
Okay, but Mr. Yediyurappa, what about fears that the super rich lobby will set the agenda for your government? Will your cabinet be full of mine owners and builders?
Sir, here agenda will be fixed by the Bharatiya Janata Party. We will not give rumors to any other friends.